What's up, guys? I am Rachel Photon. Welcome back. I'm so happy to be here with you all today. In this oracle reading, you all, we're going to see what the universe wants you to know. Stay tuned. Do it. Let's see. What does the universe want you to know? All right. Wow. So you guys, some of y'all have been experiencing some sort of deja vu recently. Okay. Or you may feel like something has happened before, or something has occurred multiple times. You may be feeling like you've already experienced something before. Wow. That's very interesting. Or it may have something to do with, some of you all could have been researching into some sort of scientific discoveries recently, or some sort of scientific knowledge. And you may have this feeling that you already know this stuff, or you've already learned this stuff before that you're figuring out or recognizing or realizing of some sort. Or it has to do with some sort of lost knowledge, lost wisdom of some sort. Possibly dealing with some sort of scientific discoveries. All right. It looks like for some of you all, you could be realizing that you may be meant to be a leader or someone that other people look up to, or that other people come to for knowledge, for wisdom, information, inspiration, motivation, things of that sort. You may have even had a dream of some sort, or somehow you could have been told or knew about something in this path that you're meant to go down, or this thing that you're meant to do. All right. Or it's like, for some of you all, the universe is about to make it very clear what path you're meant to be on, or what your divine missions are. You're being told, though, throughout whatever this is, to have faith in yourself. All right. I do see here that there's something going on, possibly. All right. People may know that you're meant to be a leader, or you're meant to be, to change things, to improve things, to do things different, or something like that. All right. And they could be resisting this, possibly because they don't want you to be in charge, or they don't want you to have some sort of power or control in a situation, or they don't want you to be seen as someone that people should go to for help, inspiration, wisdom, knowledge, etc. So they could be resisting something that you're doing. All right, but you're being told it's not because there's something wrong with you. It's not because you're not meant to go down that path or to do whatever it is that these individuals could be resisting. It's just because they just don't like what it is that you have to bring to the situation, or it makes them have to question their beliefs, their motives, things of that sort. Some of them don't want to step outside of the little box that they are in. Some of them don't like to see others that they have looked at as less than them, as above them. Okay, they may feel some type of way when you start to show how much you know, or you really start to step into your true powers. Okay, it may make them feel some type of way. It may make them feel like they have to compete with you, or it just really kind of disrupts their views of you for some of y'all, with some of these individuals. Okay, they may feel comfortable when you're in a particular situation, or when you act a particular way, or when you're not expressing all that you know, or stepping into your true power. All right, so you just need to know, to have faith in yourself, that it's not that you're doing something wrong per se. It's somebody they don't like, that that they can't make you do what they want you to do, or they can't make you stay quiet about something, or they can't make you think or see things in the ways that they want you to think or see things. Or you could be unintentionally making them realize how little they know about the world, about what's going on. It's almost like for some of y'all, you're dealing with people who they're comfortable with seeing you as a lesser version of yourself, or they're comfortable when you limit your power, when you limit your knowledge, when you limit your wisdom, when you don't attract too much attention to yourself, when you just go along to get along, or things of that sort. And what the divine and the universe is saying is they're just going to have to get used to it. All right. If they don't like it, they can keep it moving. Simple as that. You're not here to dim your light, to hide, you know, to not really express what you're meant to be expressing, etc. Right? And it's almost like this could have happened before. You could have tried to step outside of some type of box some people could have had you in, or you could have tried to express more of what you know, or show more of who you are, or things of that sort, and people just aren't comfortable with it. They don't like it. And you could have kind of went back and started kind of doing things the way that other people may have wanted you to, or you could have stopped trying to rock the boat too much, or you could have just kind of like started to keep this knowledge or this wisdom to yourself, or whatever it is, right? But you're being told not to do that. That's not what you're meant to be doing. And that's why you're back in the position where you have the opportunity to share this knowledge, to share this wisdom, to share whatever it is that you have to share, or to use your gifts, your talents, and your abilities better served, in ways that are better served. All right. And you're being told to have faith in yourself, because eventually either these people will figure out that they're on some nonsense, or the way that they're treating you or acting towards you is bogus, and they'll stop, and they'll go, they'll continue to start to recognize that you're actually for them, or that you what you're doing is needed or valuable. All right. Or they'll just keep it moving. And to be honest, like, do you really want individuals around you who are afraid to look at the truth, who are afraid to step outside of what a little box that they want to live in? Okay. Or that they don't want to see you as like stepping into your power, or starting to express more of the ways that you think and feel, and this and that, starting to be more of who you were meant to be. Do you really want people like that around you? I don't really think so. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm also sensing strongly, like, all money ain't good money, right? Like, that don't necessarily mean that that's what you're dealing with. It's also could be all attention ain't good attention. All friends aren't good friends, right? Yeah, you might have some people who seem like they're for you, or they make you feel good at certain periods of time, or maybe you're able to be more successful around them, or whatever. But at what cost? Okay? At what cost? Your divine mission? Right? At what cost? Your sanity? At what cost? Your confidence? At what cost? Not being able to help others who really deserve it, who really need it? No. Someone didn't recognize you're as masterful as something as you are, because you weren't really showing too much about what you know, or what you think, or how you are, who you are, or something like that, right? One of the reasons why you probably hide this part of yourself, or you don't really express all that you know, or you don't really share certain things, is because some people like to act a fool. They can't handle it. They can't deal with it, right? And so they want to try to make you be like it's something wrong with you for the way that you think or feel, or what you're expressing, when it really ain't you, it's them. Okay? And for some of these people, they could be intentionally saying things to keep you in a certain position. All right? Or to keep you from not being able to advance in the ways that you were meant to advance. You're being told that to study the masters, study how masters have done what it is that you're trying to do. All right? Embrace the unknown. Some of these people, it's because they don't know. Like, they can't predict what you're going to do. They can't and I just say it like this, like they can't control you. Okay, so some of these people have a fear of being out of control. So when you start to do things that they don't expect you to do, or when you start to say things they don't expect you to say, they feel some type of way about it, some of them. Okay, and they feel like they're losing control of you, or they're losing you, or they're losing a friend. But it's like, if they really feel like because you're starting to step into your power, you're starting to do more for yourself, or you're starting to express more of who you really are, or you're starting to not go along, get along type of thing, or whatever, like if they feel like they're losing their friend, like what the fuck kind of friend did they think they had to begin with? This is the real question. Like, is that really your problem, that they had some sort of preconceived beliefs about you that were wrong, right? Because of the very reason you didn't express certain things, you didn't show certain things, you didn't talk about certain things, you didn't do certain things, because of the very way that these people are responding to you. They can't handle it. They can't deal with it. They're used to you being a certain way that either makes them feel good about themselves, or makes them feel comfortable, or makes them be able to escape from reality, the truth, real life, right? These are the type of people that when you hang out with them, they don't want to hear about politics. They don't want to hear about what's going on in the world. They don't want to hear about science and all the stuff you're really into. They just want you to make them laugh. They just want you to make them feel good, right? And it's like, really? And if they're not even really giving much into the situation, and you're over here sacrificing a lot to do that for that individual, right? Then it's like, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? Do you really want, like, is that a friendship that you really want? A fake phony friendship, or a fake phony partnership, or something? Now, don't get me wrong, this is different. Like, if it's business and somebody's expecting a certain thing from your business, okay, because that's what they paid for, all right, that's different. That's different than if they're expecting some free, that they're not really putting into the business, they're not really giving you much, they're not really, like, you know, and you're over there like trying to figure out how to make money, trying to figure out how to get better at something, trying to figure out how to live more in your purpose, but they want you to keep staying the same. They want you to keep doing the same thing, but they're not giving anything. They're not doing anything for you. In fact, they could be wasting and draining your energy in the process, and then have the nerve to make you want to make you feel bad because you're doing stuff to empower yourself, or you're doing stuff that allows you to live more on your divine purpose, right? They're not, if you end up, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody ends up in hell because they weren't doing what they were meant to be doing, divinely speaking, just to keep somebody comfortable, they're not going to serve that hell sentence, right? Like, it's like that. It's like, another thing is like, let's say you're using certain things to help people out, but they're not giving back to you. They're not giving into the situation. They just keep draining. Why would you keep putting yourself in that same position? Why, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can, at some point, you have to try something different. You have to do something different. You have to move forward, all right? And if you're literally having the universe coming at you because you're not doing what you're meant to be doing, right? Like, something's got to give, okay? So it's like, there's, from what I see, there's people who have done this before, or dealt with this before, and they were able to overcome that situation. And some of y'all, it's a fear of missing out, all right? You could be nervous that if you keep going forward for whatever it is that you're doing, that you're going to lose out on people, that you're not going to be able to prosper, that you're not going to be successful, that you're going to be lonely, that what if you need somebody and when you need them, they're not there, kind of thing, because you did whatever, whatnot, right? You have to overcome this fear of missing out, because what you would be missing out on, if anything, ain't really what you want anyway. So it's like, okay, if they don't want to be your friend no more, well, guess what the universe does? When they're not your friend no more, the universe is going to find somebody else who values what it is that you got going on. The universe is going to send better people to you. But you have to have faith in that. You have to have faith in yourself. You can't be overly focused and worried about what these people feel or think about you stepping into your true power, or doing things different, or starting to express more of how you really think or feel about life. Okay? They're uncomfortable with you leading, with you taking up more space, with it being more obvious that you're actually greater than they thought you were. That you're actually way more smarter than they thought you were. A lot of these people, for some of y'all, okay, these people, they're insecure. Let's just be real. I'm gonna just say it like I'm gonna say it. They're insecure. Some of them are used to people just bowing down at their feet and just doing whatever they want them to do, or whatever they expect them to do. Okay? Others of you, these people are just insecure. All right? And when they see you starting to shine more, or to look more like you are more intelligent than them, or like you are more prosperous than them, or like you are more attractive than them, or like you are more confident than them, or whatever, they feel some type of way about it. And instead of them shining with you, being confident with you, trying to get on your level, or doing what you do, or, you know, whatever, to make the situation right, they want to try to bring you back down to their level, or try to tear you down, or try to put you back in your box, or put you back in your place, or just shut up and do whatever they want you to do, right? And it's like, no, that's not what it is. And to be honest, a lot of you all, you're probably stressing because you don't want to lose these people, or this person you call a friend, or this group, or whatever, but you want to be your true self at the same time. But you want to really be you at the same time. But you really want to talk about the things you want to talk about at the same time. But you want to act in the ways that you want to act at the same time. And it's like, well, something's got to give. Okay? Something's got to give is what I'm seeing here. A lot of you all have been overcoming your fears of some sort. All right? It could have something to do with you expressing how you really think and feel about certain things. All right? Or trying new things, doing something different, investing more in yourself, not letting people play you like you're stupid, right? Things of that sort. Okay? You have been adapting more to the ways that life has been moving for you. Some of you are really making life work for you, and this is really powerful. And a lot of people are starting to recognize that of anybody that they want to lead them or to follow or whatever, it would be you. They don't want a yes man. They don't want somebody that's always going to just, you know, speak sweet nothings in their ear. They want somebody that's real. And some of y'all, that's the type of people you're going to be attracting if you were dealing with people who want you to be fake. You're going to be attracting people who like your realness, who like your authenticity. Okay? And a lot of you all have been realizing this could have something to do with this scientific discovery, right? More of understanding of how the world works, how reality works, how life works, right? How the divine works, how the universe works. It's like you probably were recognizing that as you were downplaying yourself, or trying to go along, get along, or trying to be exactly what people wanted you to be, or hiding your true thoughts and feelings on certain things, or whatever the case may be. You could have been recognizing that you were attracting the wrong people, or the wrong jobs, or the wrong situations to yourself. And it's directly because by you acting a certain way or not doing certain things, you're telling the universe what it is you want more of. All right? So if you're hiding how you really think and feel about certain things, you're telling the universe to give you more people who go along with whatever it is you're showing them. If you're hiding your truths and you're showing them other things, well, that's the type of people you're going to attract. The people that are okay with or want to hear the things that you're not faking per se, but the things that you're showing them, and not the things that you really want to tell them, right? Or the way you really want to be. All right? And then so when you're attracting those people, when you start to really be more of who you really are, it might shock them, because they're like, well, they didn't realize you were like that or whatever. So that's why you got to be 100% who you really are, so that you can make sure you're attracting the people that are really for you. Okay? And it's like you're recognizing that when you allow other people and what they want for you to reign supreme over what you want for you, okay, the universe is going to keep giving you more of what they want for you and not what you want for you, right? Or the universe isn't going to give you as many opportunities to where you can really have what you really want. It'll give you opportunities where you can have what other people want you to have, type of thing, right? And that's fine if you want what they want, but it's not okay if you have different ideas, different outlooks and perspectives on where you want to be at, what you want to have happen in your life, how you want to represent yourself, what you're going to do to achieve your divine missions, right? And so spirit can only hear you when you speak, right? When you show it what you really want. It's going based off of your actions, your thoughts, your beliefs, your feelings, right? Your emotions, your expectations, okay? And if you expect that you're not going to find enough people that like you for who you really are, or who really value what it is that you have to offer, then guess what the universe is going to manifest for you? More people who don't value what you have to offer, who don't like you being your true self. So you have to have faith in yourself, and you have to have faith that the universe is going to manifest what it is that you want, right? It's not just, it's a lot has to do with what you're telling yourself to expect by your beliefs. You might have to change your beliefs. Some of you have realized that. And you started to change your beliefs. You started to see the situations differently, right? You could be remembering a time in your past where you had the opportunity to communicate something with the universe and you didn't communicate it with them, right? Like I said, in the past, you may have, instead of being more of your true self, right? When you started to be more of your true self and you saw people ain't really like it like that, you went back to kind of covering it up and just kind of going along to get along, or not really saying what you really wanted to say, not really acting how you really wanted to act, right? And then you're dealing with what you're dealing with at this point in time now. So you have this opportunity, this chance to change that, to show the universe what you really want, right? And it's like, yeah, there's going to be a process of the universe is going to start taking certain individuals that aren't meant to be with you, or aren't meant to be in your life, or who don't really vibe with what you got going on. And then it will start replacing with better. And you just have to have faith throughout that process, okay? You just have to know throughout that process that everything will become better. It will become more of what you want it to be, okay? And again, I'm not saying, like, if people are being horrible to people, I'm not saying let go of the people who don't want you to be horrible to people, okay, just so you could go be horrible to people. Like, that's not what I'm saying at all, okay? But what I am saying, like, if there are people who don't like you talking about certain things, and it's the truth, what you're saying, because they want to live in a fantasy, or they want to live in a lie, okay, or they want you to continue to stroke their ego, or whatever it is, and you realize that it's not healthy for you, it's not good for you, it's stressing you, or whatever, you got to make changes. You got to switch it up. You got to do something different, baby. But throughout this process, yes, it might be tough, okay? But you can do it. I do see beautiful things that you can manifest, but you have to go through that process. You have to allow the universe to work for you, okay? And you have to have faith and know that the right things will come to you. The right people will replace the wrong people. The right situations will replace the wrong situations. The right jobs will replace the wrong jobs. Now, I'm not saying just quit your job out of nowhere and hope you get another job. That's not what I'm saying, okay? Because you're still going to have to do things accordingly to keep your bills paid, to keep food on the table, you know what I'm saying, while you transition through that process, okay? But that is to say that if you do want a better job, you need to be actively looking for one, not just hoping and praying it's going to come. Or you got to be doing things to show the universe that you want something better, all right? Sometimes that might even be having to work for free, okay? Sometimes it might mean that. It might mean literally you might have to work for free for a while until, you know, just so you can do that thing that you're telling the universe you want more of. You see? And it looks like you guys are comfortable with who you really are. It's not like you were insecure. Is why you were kind of like either hiding, you know, your intelligence or your knowledge or your wisdom or your beauty or your handsomeness or your strength or whatever. It's because of these other people who are insecure, all right? But you're being told to be comfortable with who you are, to continue to be comfortable with who you are. And those who are not comfortable with it, they will move forward and you will get people who are comfortable with you, okay? Or who are comfortable with offering you what it is that you want, or with meeting you halfway type of thing, or who value what it is that you're bringing to the table, what it is that you have to offer, okay? So keep being great, y'all. This situation is definitely making you a better person. Studying the masters will help make you a better person. I see for a lot of you all, you have been doing that, and it has been helping you. There's just something significant about some sort of scientific discoveries, y'all. I just really think that it's kind of more related to like you recognizing and realizing more of how the laws of the universe really work. That's what more of what I'm sensing. And you could have, maybe you've been studying science somehow and recognized, or you just realize, oh, that's what you got to do, or that's how it's got to be, right? Or this maybe you need to research into the power of faith and scientific discoveries related to, an example, the placebo effect, the nocebo effect, faith and belief, thoughts, opinions, feelings, and all that, how that affects people's behaviors, that then affects the way that reality manifests. The law of attraction, again, you different universal laws, spiritual laws, right? But be comfortable with who you are, okay? Because the people that I'm speaking to, you guys are really good people, all right? You're here for good. You're here for better, all right? Don't worry about if people be gossiping about you. Let them gossip. Shoot, they wasting their time, effort, and energy doing so, okay? Keep moving forward. All right, choose freedom. Choose to be as free as you possibly can be, but don't be hurting other people. Don't be violating other people's personal space and doing crazy stuff. All right. I do have a piece of wisdom here for you guys from the Age of Enlightenment. It says, when you are ready, the spirit world will show you things that others don't yet see. And I'm sensing you all are ready. The universe is going to start to show you some things, y'all. It's going to start to move some stuff for y'all, right? So be proud, be confident, keep moving forward. I love y'all, and I will see you soon.